Standard 7, Subject Math, Chapter 15, Visualizing Solid Shapes. Let us first of all understand what is a solid shape. In our day-to-day life, we see several objects like the book, balls, ice cream cones, etc. around us, which have different shapes. One thing common about most of these objects is that they all have some length, breadth and height, or we can say depth. They all occupy space and have three dimensions. That's why they are called three-dimension shapes, or we can say it's a solid shape. In this chapter, we are discussing about the solid shapes and their net. What is a net? Just like some of these shapes can be visualized on a 2D surface, means we can visualize this 3D shape on a 2D surface, that is on the paper. In order to do this, we would like to get familiar with three-dimensional objects closely. Means try forming this object by making what are called the nets. We can say a net is a sort of scalene outline in 2D, which when folded result in a 3D shape. So first of all, we have started with the exercise 15.1. In that, the question 1, identify the net which can be used to make cubes. Cut out copies of the net and try it. Here the nets are given. Means cube, just like when we unfold that cube shape, how it looks. So here we have to identify from the following nets from which we can make the cube. So that you have to do the practically cut out this paper and then fold it and check from which we can make a cube. So from here, from the second, third, fourth and from the last one can be used to make a cube. Question 2. Dice are cubes with dots on each face. Opposite faces of a die always have a total of 7 dots of them. Here are 2 nets to make dice. The number inserted in each square indicated the number of dots in that box. Insert suitable number in the blanks, remembering that the number on the opposite faces to total to 7. You all are aware about the dice. We are using for that for playing the game. So here one concept is given, or you can also check it practically if you have a dice. The opposite side total it should be 7. Suppose 4 and its opposite side it's a 2. So from that net is wrong. But 4 its opposite side should be 3 because the total should be 7. Opposite side total should be 7. So here we have to fill that blank box. Suppose here 4, 5, 6 and given. So we have to fill this with the exactly number. Similarly that you can do the practically. Here it's a 1, 2 and 3. And here 1, 2, 3 is given. So here 5, 4 and 6. Means you have to make this on the paper and then fold and check. The opposite side addition should be the 7. Or you can check the dice practically. Question 3. Can this be a net for a die? Explain your answer. Here one net is given. So we have to just check this is the net for a die or not. In one pair of opposite faces will have 1 and 4 on them. Die total does not come 7. 1 plus 4 it's a 5. If we take 3 and 6 as opposite side faces, die total is also the 9. That is does not occur the 7. Hence this cannot be for a die. Question 4. Here is an incomplete net for making a cube. Complete it in at least 2 different ways. Remember that a cube has 6 faces. How many are there in the net here? We have to give 2 separate diagrams. Here net of cube is given but it is incomplete. We have to complete this. So that is the 2 complete diagram for the net of the cube. Question 5, here we have to match the net with the appropriate solids. So first one, net, that is this one. B, it's a third. C, that is the fourth. D, that is the first. That you can also try with the paper. Now exercise 15.3, question 1. What all cross sections do you get when you give a vertical cut, horizontal cut to the following solids? Here solids names is given: a brick, a round apple, a die, a circular pipe, and ice cream cone. Here we have to check when we cut it vertically how it looks, when we cut it horizontally how it looks. A brick, first of all draw the figure, assume the figure of the brick, then do the vertically cut from that. It looks just like this one. Then horizontally cut means we have to cut just like this one, so it looks this one. A round apple, first draw the figure of apple, then do the vertical cut, it looks like this, then do the horizontally cut, the figure is here. A die, draw the figure of die, then do the vertically cut, then do the horizontally cut. After then circular pipe, given is vertically cut, horizontally cut. Ice cream cone, do the figure, then show the vertically cut and the horizontally cut. Means we have to only show how it looks when we cut it vertically and when we cut it horizontally. Now the exercise 15.4, a bulb is kept burning just right above the following solid. Name the shape of the shadow obtained in each case. Attempt to give a rough sketch of the shadow. You may try to experiment first and then answer this question. Means if we put the bulb above this following shapes, how its shadow looks, that we have to show. Suppose the first one figure is the ball, so shadow is just like the circle, or we can give the name it's a circle. Similarly the second one it's a cylindrical pipe, so its shadow just like this one, line. You can say it's a line. Book. When we put bulb on that, shadow just like in the form of rectangle, we can give the name shape as a rectangle. Question 2. Here are the shadow of some 3D objects. When seen under the lamp of overhead projector, identify the solid that match its shadow. There may be multiple answers for this. Here the figure is given. We have to check if that is the shadow is given, we have to check which shape is it. Suppose this shadow we can also identify it's a circle, or 3D objects in the circle form: chapati, football, disc. Similarly it's a square. Also it is form of the die, square, paper sheet, cubicle, magic box, chalk box. Third one, it is not shown in the question, it's remaining, you can check from here. The question is given also here. So that is the triangle. In the triangle form there are so many objects: ice cream cone, birthday cap. It is the rectangle. In the rectangle form, geometry box, book, table, etc. Means here the shadow is given, we have to write the shapes and which are the objects in that shape that we have to write. Question 3. Examine if the following are true statements. The cube can cast a shadow in the shape of a rectangle. Means if we check the shadow of the cube, which shapes we can form? Rectangle? Yes. The statement is true. The cube can cast a shadow in the shape of hexagon? No, it's a false. It's not shadow in the form of the hexagon. So our chapter is over. You can try this chapter with the practically so you can understand very well. Thank you.